love me. I love you. You 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 love me. You love me. You love me. You love me. Love you. Do you love me too? Oh yeah. Love me.
Alright, what's going on, everybody? Damn, Trey. You finally got that 1,000 or 100. That's a lot. That's almost as many as me. Every time you like log into the stream now, everyone's gonna have to go, Norm! Alright, let's see. 1,000? Well, that would be great if I can make it that long. 1,000 is a lot. I mean, that would be years. We'll see. I don't have any plans to not be here. Alright, we're going to do a warm-up in a Hornet, but we're going to go Legacy Hornet with old munitions for the Cold War. I tell myself that, but my time is finicky. I have less of it than most. But I am definitely going to make the most out of it. Or attempt to, anyway. Alright, we're going to equip this Hornet with old munitions. So, no modern. So, we're going to put Sparrows on here. Only things I could use on the Cold War server. So, these will be AIM-9 mics. Should be able to do a double rack, too. Yep, there we go. And then we'll put another Sparrow. Can't do double racks of Sparrows, because Sparrows are friggin' huge. An original Sparrow is the size of a Harm. They're just gigantic.
Request rearming. Copy.
Alright, we're gonna have to redo all of our FCS once we're loaded. We'll wait for the load too before we cycle the bleeds. Hello Roma over on YouTube, how are you doing?
Rearming complete.
Okay, resetting the FCS. Alright, we're good to go. Should have an AWACS in the air, right? That's probably him right there. I think. Where am I facing? Oh, I'm facing I'm facing basically west, so that AWACS should be coming from that direction. So that's probably the AWACS right there. Let's go out to 80 miles. Yeah, that's gonna be the AWACS. So we're gonna go ahead and grab him and put him on a data link so that we're connected to the AWACS. Alright, we're gonna drop that down here because we're gonna put our azimuth elevation window up there when we get into the fight. Alright, let's get going. Make sure our missiles are correct. Yep, those are AIM-9 mics. And we should have 4 sparrows. Yep. Wonder if anybody got onto the server during the day today and sunk any of those boats. I think I left, what, 3 or 4? If those boats are out of the way, we'll get right to it. But if we still have boats, we'll have to deal with that. Shouldn't be a big deal, but it's probably going to take a couple of flights because those Grishas were shooting down my harpoons, which means I'm going to have to do double shots. We'll have to do skim pop shots. We'll have 2 harpoons heading for that boat, and one of them will stay on the water surface and the other one will pop up, and that hopefully will allow one of them to hit. Those boats aren't very good at tracking multiple inbound projectiles like that, usually just one. Usually on the older boats, they'll concentrate on one of the incomings, and they'll probably have a higher chance to shoot that one down, but the second one's going to get it. Alright, we are in a Legacy Hornet with Legacy munitions, so I'm thinking 4. We'll do a warm-up against 4. It's actually been a minute since I've done dogfighting in a Hornet. This will either be horrible or it'll be way too easy. Oops. Or a mixture of the two. Especially against what we're going up against. What we're going up against actually has a really good turn authority and thrust to weight ratio, so they can get slow with us, basically is what I'm saying. The Hornet can do really well in dogfights if it gets slow. The Hornet has mass maneuverability when it's extremely slow, high alpha, whereas most jets do not. But once you're slow, you can't get back up to speed very well because the Hornet's a big, fat, slow girl. Alright, flaps half, FCS is set, away we go. Alright, gear up, flaps up, I've got the stick. There's the AWACS, and that is the one that's on our data link. Yes, I believe so. Yep, that's who we got. Which means those right there are probably going to be the bad guys. Alright, I got one of the bad guys marked. Yep, that's a bad guy. So we're using the radar from the AWACS to get that information. Which we're in a Hornet, we don't have to use our radar. We can use everybody else's radar. We're special like that. Alright, let's undesignate. we're not going to lock anybody till we get way closer. We'll just keep using the passive radar tracks to know where they are, and we'll just keep cruising forward. When we get close enough, we'll lock them up and fire. Because there's 4 of them, I want to hopefully try to kill at least 2 of them moving in. So get 2 Sparrow shots before we have to move into the merge. I can do okay against 2, but once you start getting up into 3 or 4 in a fur ball, you can't keep track of them. And they're probably going to get at least 1 or possibly 2 behind you, and there's not a whole lot you're going to be able to do about it. Besides be defensive the whole time. And we can't just fly away. We don't have the power in the Hornet to just, like in the Phantom or the Tomcat, if you start getting into some trouble, you can create a little bit of an opening and then kind of get away and get out of weapons envelope. Hornet can't really do that. Once you're slow, you're slow. Unless the opponent's really dumb. But we're definitely going to be doing some high alpha maneuver shots. But we don't have 9Xs, so if we had our 9Xs, it would be super easy because we could do high off bore sight shots using our helmet, but we can't do that with an AIM-9 mic, so we're going to have to get the nose on the enemy. Alright, we're at almost 30 miles. Alright, moving in, hitting the blower, and we have him spiked, which means he's probably going to turn into us. And he's dirty. We've almost got the shot. We should have the shot right now. What's going on? I'm taking it. Fox 1. Too late to dodge now. Alright. Fox 1. Those are 2 Sparrows. Oh shit. We're gonna have to split them down the middle. Splash. Okay. Might be able to get another Sparrow shot here. We're gonna go hard alpha and snapshot it. Fox 1. It's off the rail. It's holding. I'm not sure if it's tracking. It's not tracking. Alright, switching to heater. Fox 2. Alright, where's the last one? I lost him. Shit. Situational awareness says he's right on me. I don't know where he is though. Alright, let's use the vertical. Is he still right behind me? Yeah, he's right behind me, it says. Oh shit, I see him. Okay, we're gonna try some crazy shit here. Oh, this ain't gonna work. I don't have the speed. I need some airspeed. We're gonna go ahead and dive down and build up a little bit of speed really quick. I wasn't gonna be able to get straight up with him. Paddling?
Altitude. Flight controlled. Flight controlled.
Did he follow me down? I need to find this guy. I had him for a second, but then I thought he followed me down, but I don't see him now. Is he hiding in a cloud? Alright, well let's do this. Okay. I guess we'll use our technology that we have. My dumbass forgot about it. Okay, he's right over here hiding. He's trying to get around me. There he is. Fox 2. Got him. Yeah, I know. We have no airspeed, I got it. Hornet power. We don't need airspeed. Just need to know how to utilize your stuff. Now, why are you not there we go. Say, it wasn't undesignating a second ago. I hate the some of the auto locking stuff that the Hornet does can give you the shits sometimes. Kept trying to auto onto a data link target when I was trying to get the target directly in front of me. Boy, look at those maneuvers. Oh man, I got one sparrow left and it's got me all wonky. Oh, I fired the heaters off the same side. That's why. Say I'm really out of balance, but that's why. Yeah, that's a lot of trim to get this thing to stabilize. That's gonna kill my maneuverability. Oh well, there's nothing left to shoot, so we don't care anymore, but it's kind of weird that it shot everything off one side. Should alternate. Yeah, I can't even pull up. It's starting to roll over already. Gotta fight it. Alright, let's jump into a helicopter, get a quick warm-up done there, and then we'll jump over to the server and see what it looks like. Because it's Monday, there might not be a whole lot of people that are going to join in, so that'll make it really hard to get much progress, but we're going to do some work. Worst case scenario, we sink some boats and make some more money. Can never have too much money on these long, hardcore wars. Building up money is extremely important, so that's the worst case scenario. We just try to make some money tonight. Best case scenario, we make some money and also move the front line forward.
Overlord 1-1. Bra 066-450 at 7,000 cold. Overlord 1-1. Pop-up group 297-416 at 1,500 cold.
Miniguns. We got miniguns and rockets. Although I don't think I'm going to go shoot them. We're just doing a quick warm-up. We're not going to go shooting anything, I don't think.
Overlord 1-1. Bra 298-417 at 1,500 cold.
Well, we got an easy shot right now if we wanted to. Point blank in the back of a Bradley. It still wouldn't do damage, unfortunately. They've nerfed those miniguns to the dirt. Squirt guns do more damage. Yep, I think we're good.
Overlord, wind 1, pop-up group 292-417 at 1,500 knots.
See if we can get close to the Abrams here without touching it.
Overlord, wind 1, Bra 065-450 at 7,000 knots.
That's pretty close. About a foot. No, don't get speed. Thing's trying to transition on me already. We're too light. Should put some door gunners in here just for ballast. Jump on the server and see what we can do. Probably not much. Alright, North Pole Cold War rotation. There it is, Syria. Yep, nobody's on there right now. We'll see. Sometimes when I join in, we drag some people in after a little bit. But Mondays are usually pretty slow. I have lots of drugs, and I've got my drink too. It's not Pepsi, it's generic diet, whatever the hell. Diet Pepsi's expensive. It's definitely outside of my $0 budget, so I get like the generic stuff. I don't even know if this can says anything. Oh, it's Sam's Choice. It's basically Pepsi though, yeah. Alright, and I just took some more medicine, so we're good to go. Oh, somebody did come up and kill the boats. Look at that. They absolutely did take out the boats. So I'm going to move the fleet up forward for starters, and I guess we're going to have to start going after... Well, we got to see what's at Hotel and Basel, so we're going to do Sead first because we don't know what's across that water. So let's use Larnaca. F-16. Do the harm loadout. Except with... At least we can put mics on here. Oh shit, I forgot to put a bag on there. We gotta rearm it. We're gonna need that fuel to get up to altitude and not run out of gas doing the mission. We're definitely gonna need the bag.
Request refueling.
Turn that to can beacon off.
Request rearming. Copy.
Nice.
Refueling complete.
Give me a bag. My dumbass forgot the bag. Give me a bag. And we got a bag. Alright, do we have any intelligence? Probably not. I know I don't have any intelligence. Okay, we got no intelligence whatsoever. So let's see if we can move the fleet forward. Let's see... Other... Intel zone status... Blue side, nope.
Rearming complete.
Intel, nope. Stats and settings? Carrier navigation. Sail to Increlex South, please. You pawned what? Alright, so our carrier group's gonna wind up here. Now that we control the whole bay. And we'll take off and we're gonna fly straight for hotel and we're gonna check for radar sources and SAM sites on these 2 points. Do we have a Tarawa here? No, we don't. We have an Invincible. I wonder if it'll let me like manually... I wonder if it'll let me manually, Nope, it won't. No, okay, it won't. Yeah. I'm sorry, I've been flying since I was a little kid, so all my brain power went into flying and I don't know anything else at all. Alright, where am I? Larnaca, straight out to the left. Alright, away we go.
Request takeoff.
Runway 22, is that the one I'm actually going to? Please tell me it's correct. Yep, 22. We're going to the correct runway at least. This server's actually been good with spawn points. Usually on all these servers, it spawns you on the opposite side of the airfield from where you are, from where the active runway is. So you have to drive, just burning fuel. Even though when you're taxiing, you're basically idle. But it always parks you way the hell far away from where your takeoff point is. I'm assuming the SAMs, if we see any, are going to be SA-15 torque gauntlets for GBIs, and then they'll probably have either SA-2s or SA-3s, or a mixture of the two. So we're looking for low-blow radars and fan-song radars. Either one is a very easy harm shot to take out, as long as you can get them to turn their radar on. Which we can, most of the time. We're pretty persuasive. They really want to kill us. So we just have to flash them a little bit. If they're not already tracking us. There's probably a search radar over there too. Alright, here we go. Mill power. NWS off. And blower. Rotating. Alright. We'd be flying. We're just gonna head, we're gonna spiral up to the perch. We'll we'll be heading, we'll just head 090 until we get up to the perch, then we'll check the map to get a good idea where we're going. Actually, we'll just look at our knee board here. So we're looking for hotel. The briefing paperwork should tell us where hotel is. Okay, hotel is 20 in our briefing, so that means we should be able to use the pre-briefed steer point 20. And that should be hotel. Oh, I oversteered the shit out of that. Alright, let's look at our data link. Okay, so there's hotel and there's Basel. So this little mark right here that we can't see because we're going up, that's hotel. So we're just going to fly at that. We don't have to go all the way up to Angels 30 though. We'll start leveling off here. Yeah, the bag's about empty, so let's come off blower and let's bunt. We're high enough. If we get up too high, sometimes the SA2s won't turn on at all. Plus we need to start conserving fuel immediately. This is a bit of a flight. Alright, there's hotel. That's the diamond. We're just cruising now until we get there. Looking to see radar signatures start popping up on this right screen. That'll be data link, data tracks. Let's get the harms turned on. Get the ELANT pod up and running. Get our air-to-air mode set. And we'll come out of air-to-ground mode, go back to standard nav because we're going to dump our bag as soon as we're completely empty, which we're completely empty. Get rid of this so we're not dragging. Alright. We're on internal fuel and on the way. Make sure we stay in mil power. Or else we're gonna run out of gas before we get home. Ooh, I got a new snack I get to try tonight too. So a friend dropped by and brought me some Sunbelt Bakery granola bar. They do have a little bit of sugar and carbs, but it's not very much, so it'll be a good little snack. Something I can just nibble on really fast without worrying about it. I ran out of my old snack that I could just grab and nibble really fast for a quick carb. Because I don't actually eat that much food. I live off of fluid and medicine. I eat like 1.5 meals a day. Where's our AWACS? There it is. The AWACS is directly above Cyprus. That's fine. He should be able to see pretty far out here. Didn't I send the boats? Shouldn't they be moving right now? Other stats and settings, carrier navigation. Yeah, I sent it to Increleak South. It just hasn't done it yet. We do have a Tarawa. That's the Invincible. Then we got a Stennis, and then we got a super carrier. CBN 72. My dad was on the Ranger 60, CBN 61. A lot of Phantoms and some Skyhawks and some Intruders. Oh man, this is the most realistic mission ever. We're just gonna be flying in a straight line for a while. Maybe something will happen at the end here and then we'll have to turn right back and go home. Extreme realism. Oh wait, here we go. Oh, those are Burks. I don't think those are gonna... Well, they have air defenses. You didn't know, Indica? Did you not hear? We're really close to having the Intruder. They've been working on it. Guess who's making it? And guess who's almost got it done? I mean, it's not going to be done like tomorrow, but yeah, they've been working on it for a few years, dude. It's Heat Blur. The guys that just did the Phantom, the Tomcat, they're putting the Intruder out. It should be out hopefully the start of next year is what I'm hoping. Yeah, I'm not playing. Well, I've talked about it a bunch because I love the Intruder for very obvious reasons, and I want to have one for very obvious reasons. A6 Intruder. It's the iconic SEAD plane. That's where we started revolutionizing anti-radiation weaponry and ELANT systems, electronic warfare systems. Which, if you don't know, everyone, that's what ELANT is. An ELANT pod is an electronic warfare pod. Or you can call it an electronic spy pod. But yeah, we're getting the A6. Two-seater, double front seats. That'll be interesting. Are you gonna be my my weapons officer? I promise I'm not going to install a secondary eject button just for my co-seat. I won't do that. And I'm definitely not crossing my fingers right now. But yeah, we're getting the Intruder. It should be the next major release is the Intruder. Unless they somehow get the Eurofighter out before it. But yeah, the Intruder's getting close. Don't you remember when they added all the Intruders as NPCs? That's because they're working on the real one. That's why they have the NPC model done already. It's because they're working on the real one. Hey, you know it's going to be good because it's friggin' Heat Blur. It's going to be exactly real. It's going to be awesome. And then we can play on these old school servers and we can actually fire Shrikes that work properly, or at least 80% better than the ones we have now that don't work at all. Which again, that's actually realistic. Shrikes didn't work very good at all. Once we started putting actual radiation tracking equipment and stuff like that on our jets on the A6, then we could start using Shrikes a lot better. Alright, I'm getting closer to hotel. I am not seeing any radar sources yet. Well, okay, never mind, I'm lying. There is a, oops. There's a Tor... What did I say there would be? A Tor Gauntlet? There it is. Oh, there's an SA-6. That's not good. Okay, we're gonna have to kill this Tor Gauntlet. Okay, I've got the Tor Gauntlet captured, and I am triangulating its position now. So there is an SA-15 guarding, and there looks like there's an SA-6 at Hotel and another SA-6 at Basel, and another there's double SA. No, that's the same two. I'm triangulating, so they're going to move around a little bit until I know right where they are. So yeah, there's an SA-6 at Basel, and there's an SA-6 at Hotel, and there's a Tor Gauntlet GBI guarding them. So as long as we take out the Tor Gauntlet, then I can shoot the SA-6s easily. That doesn't seem right. It says I've got a PGM of 2. I'm going to unlock that. Give me a second. It says that Tor Gauntlet's in the water. Oh, there's a Tunguska too. Alright, well I'm shooting on the SA-15. Hitting the blower. We need Mach 1 for this shot to work, or else the gauntlet's just going to shoot it down. Alright, Mach 1 Magnum 1, rifle, or Magnum, Tunguska, Magnum. SA-6, we have a solid PGM on it as well. Magnum. I'm not sure where the other SA-6 is. I'm gonna hold on to my harm and try to triangulate off of it. It's acting like it's out there in the water. No, that's not Basel either though, that's way out there. That's what I thought. It's acting like the gauntlet was underwater. The Tunguska wasn't. Is this the SA-6? That looks like an SA-6. It shut its radar off and moved. Tricky. There's something wrong with that Tor gauntlet. We're going back after that Tor gauntlet. I don't know what's going on there. Tunguska should be down. What's our fuel? We're okay on fuel. Mach 1 Magnum 1. Switching to Cat 1. Alright, we're RTB, we're heading home to grab more missiles. This missile should be coming in super hot. As long as that Tunguska, or that Tor gauntlet doesn't shut his radar off, which it looks like it did. SA-6 shut its radar off. I knew it. It's not where it says it was. Let's say something was wrong. It was showing it in a weird spot. Let's see if this gets it. That looks like it's getting ready to kill something. Yep. Okay, Tor gauntlet down. I don't know why DCS was saying it was out there on the ocean edge and in the ocean. That's pretty crazy. Alright, so we got to come back with some more harms, but we got the GBI, and we got both GBIs. Tunguska's a kind of a minor GBI. The gauntlet's dead, though. Tunguska's dead. The SA-6 is damaged. I don't think it's going to be... I don't think it's dormant, though. It can still fire, I'm pretty sure. What was Larnaca? Was it 8? Yeah, Larnaca's 8. So, steer point 8, enter. Come out of air to ground. Trim the aircraft. Okay, there's Larnaca. Right out there. We're gonna climb up so we can conserve some fuel. Alright, let's hit the blower. We're gonna climb up above 20,000. Yeah, we'll have to come back though. We gotta put some shots on that SA-6. And we need to get our ELAMP pod over there towards Basel Al-Assad and see what's there. There's an SA-6 there. I didn't see anything else, but we'll have to fly closer to see if we can get anything else to turn on. And then we'll have to come back with like maybe an A-10 or something like that to strike everything. Okay, we're out of blower. And we're cruising home. 9,000 pounds an hour. It should drop more than that. And we've got 4,400 pounds. We're good. We'll be fine. I used a little bit of extra fuel getting that extra shot off, but we'll be fine. It's a little bit of a flight, but it's not that bad. We're already 77 miles out, so we've already come like 20-something miles, just gaining altitude. Let's see though. We took off from 22, so that means we have to land on the opposite. So we'll be landing on 4, is it? Yeah, we'll be landing on 4. So we'll enter the downwind on the north. So we'll enter the pattern over here, and then we'll turn in and land at 4. Standard flight path. So we offset to the right of the navigation. We'll pull an azimuth off of the, we'll pull a true heading, a magnetic, off the map, and get our HSI set for the landing. So true magnetic off of runway 4 is going to be 043. So that's our runway. When this line is pointing directly north and this line is right in the middle there, then we know we are roughly lined up with the runway and going directly at it. Piece of cake. If the waypoint is correct. I mean, for all I know, the GPS waypoint's off of like a Tacan box or something that's like 50 yards off the side of the runway, which means that that HSI line will be a little off, but it'll get you close. You mainly just do that if you have lower visibility, but we've got tons of visibility. We shouldn't have any problem to see the runway when we get close. Oh, cool. You'll love the F-16. It's great. It's a very versatile strike craft. It's a little neutered on this server because this server is Cold War hardcore. So you can't put AMRAAMs on it. But it's still good for dropping bombs, shooting old school Mavericks. It's one of the best for SEAD. It's the best for SEAD in DCS period, which is what we're using it for right now. But air-to-air engagements on a Cold War server with a Viper are a little rough because all you have is like AIM-9 Limas, AIM-9 Mikes. Yeah, well, there's nothing around that. Clouds will block your vision of ground targets. There's nothing you can do about that, trust me. There's been many a time I've been up in the air trying to take out boats, you know, strike ships, and there's a damn storm, and you're just searching for a hole in the clouds just to at least get your targeting bottom for a second to get a GPS on them. Oh. 8,000. What is that? What do we have flying around? Is there a... Okay, it's a fueler. It's a tanker. What's a baby tanker? It's a mini tanker! I was wondering what was flying down there at 8,000 feet. 30,000 feet, that's going to be Dark Star. That'll be our AWACS. Let's get a data track on him. We'll know right where he's at. There he is. Baby tanker. over there. What kind of rockets are on the I don't have any rockets on here. On my outer wing pylons, I've got 4 AIM-9 mics, which is probably our best Sidewinder missile that's not high off bore sight. Before 9X technology, the AIM-9 mic was our most highly rated heater, and it's probably got one of the best records too for actual shoots. But yeah, these are old school AIM-9 mics. We're on a Cold War server, so we can't put 9Xs on here or AIM-120s, no AMRAMs. Well, if you're having trouble, just make your own server. You know, just go to map editor and make your own map, put a plane on the airfield for yourself, all that good stuff. And put some targets out there and practice. That's what I do. I've got my own practice map I've slowly built up for years. So when I need to work on something, I just go to my practice map. Okay, let's slot down. There's home field. Yeah, see the GPS is actually way off to the side of the runway, so my HSI is going to be garbage. For some reason in DCS that happens though. The IGI, the INS in the Viper is a little buggy in DCS, so the INS degradation affects the pre-briefing waypoints a lot. Yeah, AWP, just sometime if I don't have anything going on, which I really don't have anything going on tonight, I can show you some stuff in a private server to help you out. I got no problem doing that. I can do it on stream and then you can watch the VOD later too, all that kind of stuff. But that's what I would suggest doing. Just go to your editor, put some ground units out there that aren't going to just smoke you right away, and put them out there in different spots and start learning to use your aircraft that way. Plus you can practice takeoffs, landings, using your weapons without worrying about being on a multiplayer server and someone getting all, or feeling weird that you're not helping them or whatever. Just do it on your own private server. It's the best way to do it. Alright, let's call the ATC.
Inbound.
The editor's not that big of a deal at all. You can make entire campaigns in the editor. It's not that hard to use, but it's hard to get really good with it. Why did the server lock up? Is the ATC mad at me for calling them? Oh no, it's booting me. Oh no, I'm back. That was interesting. Let's try that again.
Inbound.
Okay, they're just not answering, so we're just gonna go land. There's no traffic. So we're entering the north downwind. That's okay, I don't like them either. Most of the time. Alright, boards out. And we'll enter the crosswind into final as soon as we slow down a little bit more. Get a little bit more distance. Alright, gear coming down. And now we're going to enter the crosswind. Get on speed. Alright, we're on speed. Yeah, there's an issue with the Viper in DCS where the INS has a degradation problem that's a little unrealistic. Now, INS degradation can happen in real life, and it does, which is why you do in-flight realignments from time to time, depending on how long you've been up in the air. But in DCS, it's like you can pre-brief your waypoints, and as soon as you log in, they're already messed up. They're not way off, but I mean, look, they're off. You know, that waypoint right there is like 500 yards away from the runway it's supposed to be on. It's a normal thing in the Viper. So the pre-briefing on a multiplayer server where every plane has pre-briefed waypoints, it doesn't always work the best. It does work enough though, so that waypoint would get me to the get me to here if I was pretty far away, but it's not going to put me right on the runway if I had to do a non-visual, you know, landing. There's no ILS here, but if I was just to use a GPS waypoint to set up my HSI, it would be off. If I was trying to land off my HSI, I'd be over there trying to land in that water. Yeah, I'm not sure why it does it on the DCS Viper so much right now, but it's probably because they're trying to simulate INS degradation more perfectly, and it's just a little buggy because it shouldn't degrade as quickly as it does. And usually it's mainly with pre-briefed GPS waypoints that the degradation really affects it. So like if you're in the air and you're going to create a new waypoint on the fly, that one's usually 100% accurate, at least for a while. But the pre-briefed ones are always a little off, it seems. But like right now, if I wanted to make a waypoint to go, you know, let's fly here, south of Basel Al Assad, I'm going to make a waypoint right here. If I go ahead and pull a GPS right here, like that. So now if I was to make a waypoint using this GPS coordinate, it would be right there. It wouldn't be degraded. But the pre-briefed ones are usually pretty far off. At least, you know, up to a couple miles off. But if you were trying to use pre-briefing for air-to-ground, like let's say there's a tank and you know roughly where it's at and you have a GPS coordinate, if you create a new waypoint and put it in as a waypoint or a mark point, whichever one you wanted to do, and you did it manually, then that's going to be accurate. So then you could use the pre-setting in your air-to-ground mode to get your targeting pod right there, and then you could find the targets from there a lot easier. Then if they're way off and you did it manually, you might not have put it in correctly then maybe. I've never had them degrade that I made in an aircraft that's already turned on. The only time I've seen it degrade really bad is when it's pre-briefed. In other words, the waypoints were created in the editor or in the editor for whoever runs that server. So those would be considered pre-briefed. Which would be like in real life when you're going to be on a mission, you go to a briefing, and in the briefing they give you all the information, and then they give you the data cartridge that has all the information for that mission that you load into the jet. That'll have all your radios, your waypoints, and all that. Those are the ones that are usually off in the Viper and DCS. The only time you're going to align your INS is when you're doing a cold start on the jet. If you do a hot start on the jet, it's already aligned and you don't want to realign it. So if you do a hot start, do not align it. If you're going to do a cold start from scratch, then you want to do the alignment. But once you're already aligned, you don't mess with this no more. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't even get into doing. You can do in-flight alignments, but I wouldn't really mess with that for the most part, unless you want to learn it later. But I wouldn't get into it too much. But cold starting, yeah, you got to go through. If you're going to cold start, you want to start the aircraft, you want to align the INS properly, and you want to align your helmet-mounted cueing system with your HUD. Those are the two things you want to make sure you definitely do. Because if you don't align your HEMICs, then if you start using your helmet to put markers on the ground and set speeds or target stuff with your helmet, if you don't align it, it's going to be screwed up. Well, yeah, you can do a standard alignment, or you can do a saved waypoint alignment. Saved waypoint's faster. So there's a stored heading, and then there's the regular. If you've got time, I would just do the regular. It's usually more accurate and degrades less. But in DCS, I think they're both the same in DCS. So you can just do the faster stored heading. But in reality, the full alignment would be more accurate and degrade way slower. Alright, let me use the restroom. Let me get my load out really quick. And then I gotta use the restroom. Oh, where's my brake? Brake! There we go. Alright, fuel, new bag, that'll do it.
Request
Okay, I'll be
refueling.
right back.
Request rearming. Copy.
While we're rearming and refueling, Indica, give me a second and I'm going to put a link up for you.
Refueling complete. Rearming complete.
Oh, come on. Is it locking up again? What is going on? DCS is being silly. That's just for the AI version, but I mean, that's the first trailer they did.
They haven't released when it's going to actually come out, but they're working on it.
Alright, Cat 3. Chaff and flare redone. Do we have a bag? We have a bag. We're good to go. Hotel was 20. What was Basil's going to be 21 or is it 19? Basil is 21. Alright. So let's go to 21 this time. What's up, Vic? Alright, break off. Is there anybody coming or going, or is it just us? It's probably just us. It's just us. There's nobody here. Alright. We're just gonna rolling start and go. Alright, mill power. And blower. Rotating.
Altitude. Altitude. Tap flare.
The one that we have is already AI for NPC, but they're making the client one as well. Alright, that should be Basel Al-Assad International right there where the diamond is, so we'll just go towards it. We still got to kill that SA-6 that's at Hotel. But all our other 3 shots are saved for anything that's at Basel. Alright, we need to turn on our harms. We gotta turn them back on. Those are new ones. Everything else should be all set up. Yep. Yeah, that's what they were copying, was Flight Intruder for the cinematic going downtown. Alright, there's Basil. And the bag is almost empty. Let's get ready to drop it. Make a little mini coral reef form down there. Alright, we're off blower. We're cruising. Alright, smoke them if you got them. What am I data tracking? Oh, that's the tanker. Let's go ahead and pull the data track off the tanker. Alright, time for the hurry up and wait part of military simulation. Again, real life flying is 99% this.
3 hours later.
That's right, Gremlin. This is the most realistic part of DCS. A lot of flying and straight lines to pre-briefed waypoints and then going home. Unless you have like a Vic on your side, then you're like dodging friendly missiles and shit. It's crazy. I absolutely love the flying part. It's really fun getting into all this action, but that much action's not that realistic. Battles are very fast and fluid. But you gotta make DCS entertaining for everybody, so all those crazy intense situations that happen in real life, they just make them happen all the time in DCS because it's fun. How come I don't have Microsoft Flight Simulator? Because it cost a bunch of money and I don't think it's that ready yet. And it's not something I would ever stream either because I think it's boring for people watching. I mean, just seeing me fly around in a normal plane and then land, that doesn't seem very fun or exciting to me. That's very routine. I know there's a lot of people out there that like the procedure of things and all that, but I mean, even that, once you see how everything goes, it goes that way all the time. There's nothing different. The only thing dynamic in regular, civilian flight is the weather. It just doesn't seem interesting enough for me. But getting into the military stuff and teaching people about military aviation and all that, I think that's way more rewarding and fun and entertaining. I'll get Microsoft Flight Sim eventually, but again, it's also not as good of a simulation as DCS. But I do think it would be fun. The part I thought that sounded the funnest would be doing the thing that I thought would be neat would be the career mode. I thought I could have fun just relaxing and doing some career mode, which again would be fun for me, but not fun for anyone to watch. But like, start off with like just start off with a license and maybe like an old flat wing bush plane or something and start off crop dusting, or maybe start helicopter and making money doing helicopter gigs and slowly build up money and all that. That sounds like it might be kind of fun, but again, I don't think it would be very much to stream. There's a fire can radar out in the middle of the ocean. Because of course there is. Hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Okay, this SA-6 I'm pretty sure is the one that's at Basel. So let's go ahead and start getting a track file on it. Hopefully it'll end up appearing over here once I get it triangulated better. Yeah, I saw Atmos X. It looked pretty cool. I just haven't started messing with it because it's not, sometimes it's a pain in the ass to mess with those third-party mods because it messes up regular DCS a lot, and I stream so much I don't want to risk it in a lot of cases.
but it looks cool. The hope would be that it works so well that they get it implemented into the actual DCS so it's supported and doesn't corrupt a bunch of files all the time. Nothing passes it though, that's the thing. That's why I don't mess with third-party mods very often, except for a few that are actually worked into the back end a little bit so that they work. Because most of them are never supported, and it's fun to use them, but as soon as some patch comes through, it has a high probability of corrupting files all over the place, which causes you to have all kinds of weird issues, and then you end up having to delete everything and re-download from scratch, and I just don't want to mess with that anymore. So I don't. I'm sure it looks really cool when somebody messes with it. I'm just not going to be one of the people that messes with it. I want my standard DCS to be working as best as it can always. Come on, start giving me a good track. I'm surprised the SA6 over here at Hotel didn't turn on yet. It can be the mods. It absolutely can, but not because the mod did it directly. It's just whenever DCS changes anything, patches anything in the engine, in the back end at all those third-party mods has a probability of throwing corruptions into all files that are running. So I just don't mess with them anymore. The only third-party mod I run is the A4 Skyhawk, but the A4 Skyhawk is actually hooked in, so... Okay, I'm chasing some radar signatures that I don't think exist where they think they are. I'm gonna keep chasing it and see where it goes, but Basel is right down there, and I'm not getting anything off of it. It's acting like there's no SAMs down there at all. And that SA6 at Hotel didn't turn on at all. That's why I don't use, like, every now and then I would like fly the F-22 Raptor a little bit, which I thought was fun, but it flew really weird, like all third parties do. But then I started having weird problems with DCS. I started solving a lot of my problems by I removed all the shit, all the third-party stuff, and I even removed the explosion scripting that made the explosions a little bit better and made napalm work, and I've had a lot less problems. I expected there to be a lot. I mean, there's Basel International right there. I expected there to be some SAMs there, but I'm not seeing shit. I know there's an SA6 at Hotel too, and I must have actually done more damage to that SA6 than I thought, because it didn't turn on at all. This might be a waste of a flight, because I can't stay up here all day flying around. We gotta fly all the way back home. Ooh, I thought I saw something back there. Okay, there we go. I got a beat on that SA6 now. It is way out here. It's at India. This is where that SA6 is. It's at friggin' India. I guess we're gonna shoot at it. Yeah, a double helping of tech debt. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to shoot a couple of harms at this SA-6 at India just to give them something to try to repair and leave me alone. I'm not seeing anything out here. I think I can bring a strike craft over the channel now and attack Basel directly. 5,000 pounds of fuel. There's a solid lock. Yep, that's India. Here we go, hitting the blower. Mach 1, Magnum 1. Mach 1, Magnum 2. See you later. We're gonna fly back over hotel on the way home and see if it ooh, there's a Tunguska. I don't care. That's days away from attacking that deep. We're gonna do a flyover hotel and see if this SA-6 turns on for us. It's because the DCS was originally started as an old game called Flanker years, like a friggin' 17 years ago, I think. And that original engine, they've just been adding and rebuilding and repairing and remaking the engine over and over and over again. So it's actually the same code base that started everything as now what we have now. And you can see what it looks like now. It's insane. But the problem with that is all this code has been layer caked on top of itself for, you know, almost 2 decades. So they've done amazing stuff with this engine, but because of that, it's hard to deconstruct and go backwards with it because it's just stacked and stacked and stacked and stacked. So like trying to, like the best thing they could do is take all their code, right? And it sounds good in your head to go, well, they should just take a really good engine that's modern and move all the code over to there, you know, make DCS into that new code, but that's not really the way that, whoa, hold on.
Cat flare.
There it is, got it. That's the one at hotel. Hitting the blower. We got the shot. Oh, we're so close. So dangerous. Magnum 1. Magnum 2, defensive.
Cat flare. Cat flare. Cat flare. Caution.
Notch. We're notching. Switching to Cat 1. Smoke in the air.
Cat flare. Cat flare.
Notching.
Cat flare. Cat flare. Cat flare. Cat flare. Altitude. Altitude.
Paddling.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull
Defeated.
up. Altitude. Altitude.
Take that, sucker. Wild Weasel. Good hits. Good hits. And radar silenced. We got it. We got it. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, we're definitely going to bring a strike craft over the channel now. That was the last of the enemies I was worried about on the coastline. There's a fire can at Basel. Alright, come out of there. Let's, steer point 8, I believe it was. That looks right. Okay, we're on the way home. How much fuel do we got? Oh, we're good. Let's hit the blower and get up a little bit higher real quick. We got 3,000 pounds. 3,600 pounds. We'll use the blower to get higher so we can save some fuel on the way back.
Cap flare. Cap flare.
£3,200. All right, coming off of blower and bunting. I wonder the ATC, what's the radio frequency at Larnaca? Should tell me the ATC's radio, right? 252, 150. Yep, okay. That's probably why the ATC didn't talk back to me. I was on the open frequency.
Helicopter! Helicopter!
I'm definitely not taking a helicopter over the channel. That's not gonna happen. Let's see, that is 118 miles. I'm not doing 118 miles across water to possibly get my face shot off. We're gonna grab an A-10 and we'll go over there and we'll strike Basel, because we're gonna need a standoff weapon. So there's a fire can there. There's a SON 9 radar, which means there's flak guns that are connected to that radar. So we're gonna come back with an A-10 with a couple bombs and some Mavericks, and we'll try to kill everything here and neutralize it. And then we gotta fly back, and then we gotta grab a friggin' C-130 and load it up to go capture Basel. But once we have Basel captured, we're in business. But this is gonna be a pain in the ass, getting to Basel and getting it captured. New cheese! Your data link's turned off. I can grab you off of an AWAC signal. Wonder where he's going. Wonder what he's packing. Oh no! There's an MI8 at hotel. He's gonna repair the SAMs I just blew up. Isn't that a bitch? Yeah, that's what he's doing. He just dropped off his crate. As soon as he lands, he's gonna repair. Look, there's the SAM radar right there I just blew up. He's gonna repair that. I bet. I bet. I don't know for sure, but he's definitely gonna repair something. He's got arms. And no missiles. That's a long shot. I wonder what radar he's... He might be shooting at the fire cam. No, that looks like a dead shot. Yeah, that looks like a dead fish. Santa really messed up what? How far are we? 65 miles? We can call the ATC at 65 miles, just to see if this works now. COM 1, 25215, yep. He should respond now.
Inbound.
$3001. Hey, we're off a little bit. There we go. 3001. 246 for 70. Aw, he wants me to come in from the friggin' south instead of the north. I guess we'll do what the ATC says. I don't think I should, though. Why would you want me to make a right-hand turn to final? Who turns to the right? What kind of psychopath are you? All right, 246 for 70. I always kind of liked Pilot Wings on Nintendo 64. Or was it just regular Nintendo? I can't remember. It was Pilot Wings something. I loved how it was this game supposed to be about piloting, and then when we got it, it was like about parachuting and some other crap. And it was all funky. If you want the best old simulator that's super realistic, just go to the regular Nintendo and get Top Gun. That game's super realistic. And if you like fishing, get the Jaws game. Aces of Pacific was good. There was an older one that was, I mean, it wasn't realistic, but it was super fun. I'm trying to remember what it was called. It was almost like this steampunk World War II style narrative-driven space or flight action game. God, what was the name of it? Red? No. Crimson Skies? Is that what it was called? I think it was on like Xbox, like the original Xbox. I want to say it was called Red Sky or Crimson Sky or Sanguine Sky, something like that. That was actually fun. It wasn't realistic to flying, but it was fun. Why does my waypoint look way off? Because it is. See, now there's degradation. Oh, you know why? I gotta CV my targeting pod. That's what it is. There we go. I forgot to CV my targeting pod. So I'm on the north downwind then. I'm on the correct downwind. I'm on the north. I forgot to CV the targeting pod off. So my waypoint 8 was to a SPI. Good, he doesn't want me to turn right. Oh, do they? I still don't have my donkey. I haven't bought the donkey yet. Crimson Skies was the name? Okay, that game was fun. I remember, what? Not a chance in hell. That's not nailing me. Yeah, I remember playing Crimson Sky when I was young, and I thought that was really fun. I was actually flying by then when I played that.
Bingo. Bingo.
That's called fuel management right there. Bingo, and the runway's in sight. Alright, we're idle. We are a glider. Yeah, it was like a steampunky World War II kind of steampunky Ace Combat for sure. Like it had some modern style jets, and it also had like some old school biplanes and stuff. I remember it was just fun. We got some people showing up. Doomhammer and an A10A model. Yeah, go over there to Basil and kill everything. cheese went down. Somebody melted the cheese. Unexpected convertible. Nice. I don't know, they might have cut the cheese or maybe even squirted out the cheese when they ejected.
Cleared for visual. Contact tower. Request landing.
Nope, not gonna talk to me anymore. Yeah, see, now my waypoint's closer to the runway. This is still the same jet. So that's one of the Viper issues in DCS is the waypoints move a little bit on you. They're not quite right.
Altitude. Altitude.
Alright, we are in the north downwind. Board's coming out. We've been gliding for like, I don't know, 18, 20 miles. Gotta love the Viper. How much fuel have you used? We've used about 50 pounds of fuel for that 20 miles. Alright, we gotta use fuel now though. Alright, gear coming down.
Warning, warning, warning.
On speed. That would definitely be interesting. It's a good way to get punched in the face when you get out of the jet. Although at least when you're in the cockpit, you're getting cycled air, so it's not like you're getting Dutch ovened, but still pretty shitty thing to do.
Check landing gear. Wind 180 at 3 meters per second.
3 green, boards out, on speed, on time.
Rolling thunder, calling down my name. Why don't you hear me want?
And good aero brake. Alright, so yeah, I guess we're gonna grab a strike craft and get over the channel and start attacking targets at Basel. If we're gonna have a chance to capture it tonight, we gotta go for it. Even if they do repair the SAM system at Hotel, we'll just have to stay away from Hotel. We need to clear Basel.
Shining just like skin. Why don't you hear me wonder?
You wouldn't hear the rip, but you would smell it. At least until you go up higher, until the air starts cycling.
Tell me, river, where your current flows. Why don't you hear me wander?
To share a mark point in the Viper, I believe you have to make sure you're actually both in the same data link group. So you'd have to go into your data link page, go under list, D-Link is on E, and then you have to sequence over, and then you'd have to make sure you'd have to get your numbers set up so that you're both in each other's data link. And then when you select the mark point, it'll automatically show it. But you have to make sure you're in the same data link. So you'd have to get his ID numbers and put them in yours, and he'd have to get yours and put them in his. And you'd want to put them into the left list. That's your main data links, and then your actual members, and the one on the right, I believe, is the donors.
Ain't coming back no more. Why don't you hear me wander?
But then you'll see other people's information in your hammocks and all that stuff then.
Who've been whispering since I've been gone so long? Freedom calling.
So what Gremlin is saying is hold your farts until you're above 10,000 feet. Or them's be fighting actions. Oh, where'd that A-10 go? They didn't make it? Alright, let's see. We're gonna have to take full fuel just to make sure. I guess we'll take the shit pod just in case. It's not gonna help that much, but might as well. Alright, Triple D. How much weight does that give us? Yeah, that's a lot of weight already. Can I fit a couple of 12s on here and not weigh myself down too much? There we go. We don't need a rack. We'll put it directly on the pylon. That'll save a little bit of weight. That saved a little bit of weight. We can put one more GBU 12 on the center line, and we're underweight. There we go. 6 Mavericks, 7 heat rockets, and 3 GBU 12s, and then all of our gun ammo. That's going to have to be enough to kill everything. Hopefully it is. We're going to have to shoot the flak guns with our Mavericks, and then we'll have to look around and make sure there's no shore ads in the area to kill those. And then we'll move in bombs and guns. Just have to take our time so we don't get hit by a shore ad that's hiding in a tree line somewhere. Or something gets repaired and spawns right below us. What was it? It was 3102? Where's the ATIS? Did I miss the ATIS, or is it just not come up yet? ATIS, there we go. Okay, 3002. 3002. Gotcha. Okay. Flaps to half. and let's go. Active runway 22. Temperature is 19 degrees Celsius, so it's warm. I love what they did with the A10, but they should have put like the paper bag and everything on the front dash. It's got the bungee cord across the top, but you know, like your paperwork and your folder bag and stuff, you'd slide right up there. Strap it down. Oh, someone was asking the other day. Oh, they're probably not here though. They were asking why does it look like it's crooked? That's why. That's why the front landing gear looks like it's all way to the side, and that's why the gun looks like it's a little shifted from the middle, because you can't fit all that shit in there. That gun goes all the way back to here. Oh, is there anybody coming or going? Nope, we got it. Yep, all us. I forgot to set up my data link. Alright, net ID, own ID, and broadcasting. Okay. Away we go. And we're going to Basel, which was 21, I think it said. Yep, Basel. There we go. It's going to take us a few minutes to get over there. Hopefully we don't have to do this over and over again. Hopefully I can kill everything at Basel without the enemy repairing it, so I can get this place captured. But if not, you know, we'll just keep doing what we can do. Alright, flaps coming up. We're cruising. We'll turn the Mavericks on about halfway across the channel. We don't want to turn them on too early. Just 3 minutes before we get to the area. Oh shit, I should have peeled south. We want to enter Basel airspace from the south, because hotel's got repaired and we don't know what's there, but it's probably they at least repaired a Tunguska or a Tor Gauntlet or the SA-6. They repaired one of those three things because I destroyed those three things, so we got to stay away from that. Alright, so there's Basel right there. So let's head to the south and let's gain altitude. Do 5-degree climb. Alright, we're latched in. Smoke them if you got them again. Oh, I Should I take, yeah, I need to take medicine. Wow, it's already almost 11? Damn. Time is flying. This is going to be very realistic, so while we're flying there, I'm going to eat a granola bar so my blood sugar doesn't go crazy. That's very A10, just flying around eating fucking power bars, waiting for something to happen or someone to call. I'm gonna shut off the mic while I eat this little granola bar. I'm still here, but I don't think anybody wants to hear me chew food. That's nasty. Okay. Granola is in me. $101 to go. We won't be able to get a good image on the targeting pod till around really 40 miles, but we can probably start seeing some stuff at 60 miles. It just all depends. Although it is pretty hazy, sometimes that can make it kind of pop in a little bit worse than normal. I've only known a few people that have wrote books, Hatch, and none of them have ever said they get consistent money out of their book. The closest, the one thing I've heard from multiple people that wrote books was that they made a couple of good payouts when they first released it, and then after they tried to promote it, they made a little bit more, and then after that, it's sporadic. That's what they told me personally, though. I don't know. I've never written a book. But that's what I've been told by a couple different people. I'm assuming it would be more consistent if you like write a giant like bestseller or something like that. But even then, I bet you it's probably still going to be, I would say the period of time that you make good money off of it is probably still the first year or whatever, and then it's going to be sporadic after that. And then it would also have to depend on who publishes it too. Some of them have different kind of deals. Some of them publish and you get a decent percentage of the sales at the launch, and then the percentage goes down over time and stuff to where your sporadic payments are really crap after a while. There's a lot of factors. If you're looking to make a shitload of money, it's not from writing a book. But it can be. It's like anything else. If you write a book, like let's say you're going to make a fictional story, right? If you make a really good fictional story and it takes off, you might make a decent amount of money for a period of time, but it's going to fall off. So you have to make another book in that same vein to keep that popularity going. It would be like streaming. If you can stream and there's enough people that watch your streams and enjoy it, you might slowly make a little bit of money, but you're never going to make a ton of money. Probably, because most people don't make money or make very much money. But if you do find a way that makes a little bit of money and it's something you can do, then you got to kind of keep doing it. If you want consistent money, work for somebody else. That'd be my biggest piece of advice. If you just want to make good, consistent, dependable money, get a job that's a good job. There is no like super dependable, consistent money that you make on your own, unless it's creating a business that has some kind of product that makes consistent money. And even then, consistency is a fleeting thing. Like if I was trying to make a living doing what I'm doing now, I would never make a living. It's impossible. The only reason why I do this is because I'm friggin' disabled and my body's all messed up now, so I can't do anything anyway. I do this because it gives me a reason to live. To share aviation with others and teach and all that kind of stuff, because I can't really do anything else. If I was like trying to make money, I definitely wouldn't be doing this. I didn't even know this. I actually do better than a lot of streamers. And I don't make shit. I make very, very little, and apparently that still puts me in like the top 15% or something like that. So there's a lot of people that do it, and most don't make anything. Kind of like OnlyFans. Just because some one girl makes all this money off of some people, that doesn't mean all these women make all this money, because most of them don't. Most of them lie about it to try to create the illusion, because people think if somebody makes a bunch of money, then they should make more, or so on. But streaming is not the best way to make money, but it could be. I would say most people that want to make videos for a living, your best bet for money would probably be YouTube. But then you got to be able to make videos that a lot of people want to watch. And then you got to do it a lot. And even then, the money's going to go up and down. It is, yes. That is absolutely correct, Hatch. It is not. money you rely. Any work like that is never reliable, ever. You can have a bestseller and you only make 2 big paydays, and then the rest of it is fleeting. There is no self-made income that's super reliable. It can be, but you're talking about cases that are exceptions, not rules. So you can't make big, huge life decisions off of extremely rare exceptions. I mean, you can, but you're putting yourself in a position where the likelihood of your idea failing is extremely high. Kind of like people that are like, I'm gonna go to Hollywood and become an actor, or I'm gonna go to Tennessee and become a songwriter. You can, but it's a very low percentage, so you gotta have backup plans, you gotta have something else going on in your brain. Alright, 63 miles to Basel. Let's get nose on. We'll bring up the targeting pod and see if it can actually see, but I doubt it. It's just too milky out there. Even on IR, it's probably going to be a little... It's going to have pop in. We're not going to have a good visual yet, probably. Okay, the camera's looking right at Basel. Yeah, see, it's going to be hard to see anything still, even at 60 miles. Normally at 60 miles, you should be able to see maybe some stuff, but... we're gonna have to get a lot closer. It's too milky out for the heat signatures to come through. That might be something. That's a building of some sort. Okay, there you go. There was something there. Yeah, we'll have to wait. I don't know, Vic, that might work. People do like watching stuff like team kills and people being assholes. I don't know if you'd want to have that audience, though. That's the kind of audience that'll eat you when they're done eating everything else. You have to say crikey every time you shoot a friendly in the ass. I don't make the rules. Look at that fuel. That's why the A10's awesome. Look at how much fuel we've used. Almost no fuel. You can stay on station in this thing forever. And you can air-to-air refuel. So if you got a tanker around, you can basically stay on station for days. Why is my new phone wigging out? Yeah, that's the only thing I hate about my stupid government phone is there's so much spyware on this thing. Alright, 45 miles. At about 30 miles, we'll turn the Mavericks on and let them start heating up. I really wish I knew what we were going for. Do I have the ability to put a scout up yet? what's our budget? Whoop. That was a mistake. What's our budget? Oh, we got tons of money we've made. Yay, we have money finally. Other shop. JTAC Intel. Okay, I can actually put, damn it, I wish I would have known that. I'm going to put an AM 9 line over Basel. We're about to find out what they have here. Maybe it doesn't work. Nope, here we go. That's what I saw. Those are those 3 signatures I saw for a split second in the targeting pod. So it's a BRDM2, a Dishka, which is a technical, and a Uriel truck. That's it. Oh, I'm gonna kill all that shit so easy. Well, wait, we gotta wait for the scout to get all the way over here. There might be more. Graham, you have my complete permission to shill all of your books into the chat or into the Discord or both. You have my permission to do all of that. Absolutely. Okay, here we go. SON 9. Okay, so there's the SON 9 fire can radar and there's the flak. There is artillery. There is 2 Zeus 23 technicals. There is 2B. Okay, this is doable. I can do this. So we're going to have to use Mavericks to take out the flak. And then we're going to have to use a Maverick maybe on the Zeus 23s. Then we got 3 bombs. We're going to do this. We got this. Yeah, Grab, if you want to, you can literally, if you want to, you can go into the Discord and put links to your pages where you sell your books. That's fine. Sell your book in the Discord. I love it. Go for it. The only thing I ask is if you make $5 billion, then you give me some money. But as long as you don't make $5 billion, just keep it all. I don't want anything from you. I'm good. Sell them books. Okay, there's the flak guns. Alright, let's get up higher. I might be able to just drop a GBU-12 on the flak guns and get all of them with a single bomb, but then again, I'm not sure. I'd like to see if I can put 1 GBU-12 on the radar, maybe the flak guns will all get destroyed on the blast radius. That would be nice. Alright, we're warming... Whoop, microphone. Alright, let's turn up the Mavericks. Mavericks are warming up. Master arm is on. Gun is hot. If you want to build me a PC, I will accept that. You will not hear me complaining as much. Alright, yeah, let's try to get a GBU-12 on him first. That'll save me a lot of headache on where I spend ammo. And marking. Alright. We're ready to drop a bomb. Unless I start seeing flak coming up. Hopefully we're high enough and we'll be coming in hard from far enough. Yeah, we'll drop a bomb in there and hopefully we'll get all of those, and then we'll go from there. Might be able to get both these technicals with a single bomb too. Makes me wish I would have brought 38s or GBU 10s, 1,000-pound laser gun. I don't know, you can't put 10s on the A10. I think it's 500 all and 2,000. I don't think there's a 1,000-pounder in the loadout. Right at the bottom, right beneath it. Alright, we're going to turn the infrared on and we're going to zoom out a little bit. That way we can see if these guns start shooting, we'll be able to see the smoke coming out of the barrels. Because it looks like the guns are articulating and looking right at me right now. We gotta drop this bomb and then I gotta keep the targeting pod on it for the entire drop. So we're gonna bank right and then come back around to the left and then we'll fire the laser. Oh, they're shooting. Yep, they're shooting and I don't have a timer yet, so we are pulling off. And the SA-6 at Hotel is looking at me now too. Damn, this is gonna get nasty so fast. We're switching to Mavericks. Look at all that flak. I was hoping I could drop the bomb, but yeah, we're gonna have to take out that radar. The flak will still be able to shoot even if the radar's gone, but it won't be as accurate. They won't be able to shoot it quite as far. Although on this server, they might still be super accurate, so. Good old North Pole hardcore. Actually, let's head down farther south anyway so that that SA-6 doesn't want to try to sling a shot at me. Where'd those other two guys go? Did they? Yeah, they bailed. They got shot down and bailed. That's too bad. You gotta stick with it. When it gets hard, you gotta try harder. Makes you better. Alright, rolling in. Mavs are hot. Alright, slaving the Maverick to the targeting pod. And rifle one. Alright, let's peel south and let that Maverick take out that radar. Are they shooting at my Maverick? It's a long Maverick shot. You know what they can't move? That radar. It's dead no matter what. Unfortunately, the blast radius on the Maverick's not going to be big enough to take out all of those guns. I don't think the GBU 12 would either, but it was worth a shot. I don't know, Graham, this day and age, I think young people, a whole bunch of them can't even read.
Alright, Saw 9 radar is gone. I wonder if it's going to let me drop a bomb now. Let's find out. Yeah, there you go. Vic, grab a C-130 and come in here and drop a Moab. I'll wait. Alright, I'm going to drop a GB-12 right in between those two flak guns if they don't shoot at me. If they shoot at me, I gotta pull away. Let's climb back up above 13,000. That's about right in between both of them. And marking again. Marking again. Got it. Almost up to 14,000 feet. Zooming out. I don't see any flak going off yet. With the radar gone, hopefully I can drop from this altitude and the guns not shoot at me. But they still might. It just won't be near as accurate. 14,000 feet. Leveling off. Latched. Six miles. We should get a counter. There we go. 20 seconds. Still no fire. This bomb's gonna be good. I just hope it kills both guns in one drop. Pre-chaffing, pre-flaring.
Pull up, pull up.
Creating an orbit. Adjusting the laser position and lasing. Alright, nothing left but the crying. Oh shit. SA-6 is firing on me? Are you kidding? Come on, bomb hit. Chapping and notching. Lasers off. Come on, drive it into the ground. Into the ground. Into the ground.
Pull up.
Damn, he got me in my electronics. Now the flak is hitting me. Well, this sucks. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this on my own over the channel like this. I don't think I'm going to be able to get this done on my own. So here's what we're gonna do. I can't drop a... What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my... one MFD that's still connected to my system. And I'm gonna put Mavericks onto it. And I'm gonna fire these things from the Maverick head like this is an old school A10, so at least we can get our Mavericks off.
That's the best we can do without just running home right now. We'll just use our single
Bye,
screen.
have a great time.
Oh, take it easy, Hatch. Monetize more? My channel is monetized, I just don't make much money. I make a little bit of money off of subs, and, well, I mean, that's what I make is subs. The ad revenue is the ad revenue is pretty garbage. Twitch seems to take a lot of the ad revenue. And then other times my ad revenue will be what it usually is, but they'll take less, so I'll get more, but it's not much. Like, I don't even get monthly money guaranteed or anything like that. But again, I'm not doing it for the money. Money is nice and it helps get medicine and stuff like that, but I do it for love of aviation, and my disabled ass can't do anything else. Oh, but this is hard to do the old school way. Got it. I think we have 2 Mavericks left, or just 1? We have 2 Mavericks left. So the way Twitch works is you have to make so much money before they'll pay you anything. There's like a line, and if you make less than that line, then they just hold on to it until you get above that line. So I usually make money every other month. When I first started out, I made money like every 4 months. What's left? Oh, there's 1 flat gun left, huh? We're gonna kill that flat gun, you better believe it. And then we'll probably RTB because I'm not gonna be able to get a lot done without my systems. Although I can probably shoot my rockets, but the problem is there's those 2 technicals over there. If I go in low, those technicals are gonna shred me. This is a North Pole server. They're not gonna miss. Oh, did your machine cook off? That one on the lower left there. Got it. Back around. I know where those technicals are roughly. That should be the last flat gun though, dead right now. Yep, that's the one. Okay, at least the flat guns are all gone. I think they're, yeah, okay, they're right there. I need to find these 2 idiots right here, because those are dangerous. If I get those 2 things out of the way, I might actually be able to neutralize this place with my damaged A10, because I'm just a baller like that. It's just real hard to do. I can't get hit anymore. My engines are still good right now, but they're not actually good. They're both running pretty bad. But they're not failing yet. In all reality, I should be RTB right now. Because I don't know how long these engines are gonna last. But I'm not leaking hide. I'm not venting. So I think I should be okay for now. I want to get some work done. Alright, where's the runway? To the right of the runway. It should be right there. Those technicals should be right there. Oh, I don't see them. There they are. Got it. Maverick away. Hopefully that'll kill them both. If that kills them both, we're set. Yeah, this engine will absolutely get us all the way to the scene of the crash. That's 100% guarantee. It will make all the way to the scene of the crash. Okay, Mavericks are gone. Let's go back to the targeting pod. Alright, we need to find... Right there is where that technical was. Yep, right there. Boom! One of them went down. Are they both down? I can't tell. Nope. One of them lived and he's running. Yeah, you keep running, buddy. Alright, gun's hot. I hope. Let me, waz it. Yep, gun is hot. We're going in. Let me see if I can get a target track on this guy. Got him. Hopefully he won't be shooting while he's moving, because I'm going to try to get him. I got invited to Operation WAGS, but it was weeks and weeks ago, and because they didn't tell me until it was close, I mean, I was already scheduled to, I wasn't going to be here, so I had to miss it, unfortunately. I wish I could have participated. I got the invite, but I couldn't make it. I wasn't going to be in town.
Pull up, pull up.
All right, we got him. Whoa, whoa, what was that? Is there a man pad? I think there's a man pad. I got both technicals, but something else is down there. I think it was a SHORAD. I gotta get out of here. We're RTB. All my systems are out. So the only thing left is some light armor. God, if I wasn't damaged, I could kill all this stuff so easy just with the gun right now. Oh yeah, right engine's out. Splitting the throttles. Give me a sec. Oops. Alright, splitting the throttles. Shutting off the right engine. I might be able to get a restart because it's not on fire. I'm going to give it a shot. Turning the APU on. Let's get rid of everything we don't need. We just can't drop our pods. Alright, let me trim it. Alright, APU is hot, turning on the generator. Right generator off. Oh, shit on me. I can't maneuver. I'm chapping it. It's best I can do. It's an SA6 shot. If it hits me, we gotta jump out. I think I chapped it off. Yeah. Oh, shit. Nope, I didn't chap it off.
Pull up, pull up.
Well, at least we can put the throttles back together. You know, there's a great white shark right there below me waiting, just licking his chops. So what's left to bomb here? Not much. Problem is that friggin' Sam is back up. SA6. Oh, there's a Tor Gauntlet too. That's all right. We made some money. I'm not going to spend any money because I'm here on the server by myself tonight. I'll save the money. Oh, here we go. At least the carriers are starting to move finally. So they're going to come up here and they're going to park up here. So I'm moving the fleet up now that we control it. It's going to take like I don't know, it's going to take at least like 2 hours for it to get all the way up there. So tomorrow our fleet will be in position. Is our new F-16 pilot that was in training still here, or did they bail out? I think they left. I haven't seen anybody. It was what was his name? AWP, I think? Yeah, it doesn't... Seems like AWP's not here anymore. Oh well. I guess we can just do a SEAD mission really quick just to knock down those SAMs and then see if we can get over here and do a high altitude bomb on this place. Problem is there's a lot of different targets. We could probably grab a Tomcat and do some bomb catting. What do you need a pointer on, Trife? I mean, there's no way I'm going to be able to capture this stuff tonight. At least we probed and did some damage to all of it and made some money, but I'm not going to be able to capture it tonight. So if there's something you want me to go over, tonight's a good night for that. Or we can play Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Sure. A lot of this is done with your display management switch and your target management switch, so your DMS and your TMS. It's where most of this stuff's going to be done. It can be confusing when you're doing it, but it's not that big of a deal. You just got to practice it a little bit. Just because depending on where your soy is, changes what your TMS does. So until you've done it a few times, sometimes it can be confusing. But I'll try to break it down as simplistically as I can. I also have a video somewhere that I made, probably for Vic. It's a private video, and If you want, ask Vic in Discord, and he can probably give you the link to that video. It's a private YouTube video I made for him to learn this stuff. I think I did that for you, Vic. If not, I'm wrong, and I made it for somebody else, and I don't remember who. Where's my Viper? There's my Viper. Hopefully it's hot. It is hot. Hey, and it's already got bombs and it's already got Mavericks on it. Perfect. Let's just get in the air. I'm assuming you already know how to do it with waypoints, and you know how to make waypoints and all that, right? You just need to know how to use your helmet queuing system. Alright, yep, I'll get up in the air and I'll go through it. And, I do have some private lesson videos that are floating around. You could always ask the Discord, because I've made them for multiple people. So you can also ask in the Discord for private videos that are lessons, and I'm sure they'll link them. It's not something I like charge for or anything like that. Anybody that's a member of the channel in the Discord, just they can ask and I'll do things like that for them. There's no money involved. That actually blows my mind. I've had 2 or 3 people send me private messages going, hey, can I get in the Discord? And I'm like, yeah, of course. And they're like, well, how much is it? And it's like, how much is it? People charge to join a Discord? That seems weird to me. That sounds like a scam. Like, immediately the hairs on the back of my neck stand up a little bit. I'm like, okay, if somebody wants people to join their Discord so they have a place to congregate, but they charge for it, I immediately just start assuming this is some kind of weird money scheme. Remember when hobbies and stuff like that were fun? Alright, we're gonna do everything off of visual. I'll explain that when we're up in the air if you don't know, but I'm assuming you do because you already use pre-briefing and bore sight. But I'll go up and show you how to make a SPI and the modes you have to be in for it to actually work properly, which is usually where people get hung up on. They'll be trying to make a SPI and then they'll bring up their weapon and it goes away and they're confused, and all of a sudden it's looking up into space and they're confused. Well, we're gonna go through that. Okay, what do we have on here? Alright, we got Mavericks and we got some laser guided bombs, so we'll go through all of those. So for starters, master arm on, air to ground mode selected. Now, depending on what you're trying to do, the mode of your weapon delivery is going to change what all this stuff does. So let's go ahead and power up the Mavericks. Leave the bombs the way they are. Go back to the Mavericks. So the Mavericks are up. If you have this set to pre, then it's automatically going to go to your waypoint, and that can mess people up, of course. From here, you're not going to be able to move around your speed properly because your Mavericks are going to go to wherever you have a waypoint set. So you want to go to visual. Right there. Bore sight is just what it is. It's just bore sight. So when it's on visual, you can see now you have your speed is on your flight vector. So from here, you know DMS down cycles your bottom screens. We're going to hit DMS up. And now you can see you got an asterisk on your HUD. So now your HUD is your speed. From here, that also means your helmet queuing system is the speed. So you put the SPI on the HUD, and now you have control of your helmet. So now we're going to go to your TMS. So you want to hold TMS forward long. When you hit forward long on your TMS, it's going to move the SPI from your flight vector on, or I should say your bore sight, your flight vector onto your helmet. From there, you can look down and hit TMS forward short to drop that SPI on the ground. And now because we're in visual mode, if we turn our Mavericks on, the Mavericks are going to be looking right there. Or your targeting pod, if you're in visual mode. So let's get a little distance, or actually here. Also, if your SPI is where it is now and you want it back, your HUD is still SOI'd. So now, instead of TMS forward short to place it, you're going to hit TMS aft short. And that puts it back on your helmet. Once it's on your helmet, if you want to go reset completely, you hit TMS short again, and that puts it back on your HUD. So hitting TMS down short moves it backwards, and holding down TMS forward long puts it back on your helmet, and TMS forward short places it back on the ground. So forward to place it or pull it, and back to put it back where it was. So we can put it there, or oops, that's wrong. We can put it back up here. We can put it back on the HUD if we're not ready to drop it and fly around some more until we find a spot. So it's all TMS forward and TMS back. So where's that? Okay, so there's that smoke. So I see the smoke there. There might be something there. I'm gonna hit TMS forward long and get my SPI on my helmet. Now I'm gonna look at the fire and hit TMS forward short, and we're gonna drop it. Now from here, we could come over here and we could bring up our targeting pod, and you can see our targeting pod is looking right at that place where I set the SPI. And if we bring up our Mavericks, the Maverick is looking right at that fire. So then we can hit DMS down and cycle the windows until we have control of the window. Get into the keyhole. Check our map. We can just use the Maverick, look around, find a target. There's a target. Get a contrast lock as soon as we can. Which actually we should get it from here. There we go. And rifle. And you see the next Maverick cues onto where the SPI was. And then you can just use the Maverick like any other Maverick. And if we're done, go back to our inventory page. We don't need that SPI anymore. So now we're going to hit our DMS up to make our HUD our SOI again. Now we have control of our Jehemics, or our HMD, and we're going to hit TMS back short to pull the SPI back onto our helmet, and then we can go place it at a new place, or we can put it back on our HUD by hitting TMS down again once. And you can see it's back on the HUD. Now if you do all that stuff but then you switch your mode of delivery, it's going to stop and remove all that stuff you just did. So this only works in visual with the weapon you're going to use selected. So like from here, we'll pull it and we'll drop it there, but then we're going to switch weapons. See, it's gone. And that's where a lot of people get screwed up. Oh, was it DTOS or LAD? I think it was LAD. So I go to I go to LAD, and now you can see there's that SPI I set with the helmet. And it's because when I switched weapons, it was on CCIP, so you lose all that information. I went to LAD, so now I've got the bomb selected. I went to LAD so I can see my SPI. From here, I make sure my HUD is soyed, and now I can grab it back. Oh, it's actually not letting me grab it. It's being buggy. Is it DTOS then that I can grab it back? Nope, that's not it. I thought it was LAD. It might be CCRP. Now CCRP is going off of waypoint. I'm not sure. I can't remember about the bomb all of a sudden. It's been a minute. I thought it was LAD that I could do that. I thought you could actually do it in CCRP too, as long as you didn't have a SPI set. Yeah, see, that's on the waypoint. The CCRP is going off the waypoint. I'm pretty sure it was LAD. I probably just screwed something up. Manual lets you do it with the targeting pod, but there should have been a way to pull it back. Yeah, I guess for the bombs, you probably have to go into your listing and go to mark point right here. So let's just stop all this. And that's where the targeting pod is looking, but it probably has to go, let's see, mark point. And then from mark point, so for mark point you do the TMS forward long to get that circle. This is your mark point circle. And then you can set that the same way. And then I think you hit it again. Yeah, there you go. So you hit mark point, and then you use your, make sure your HUD is soyed, and then you use your DMS, or hit DMS forward to make sure your HUD is soyed, then hit your TMS forward long to get the mark point circle on your HUD, and then use TMS forward short to place the mark point, and then you should be able to drop a bomb on your mark point as a CCRP. You just got to make sure the mark point is the one selected. So then you go to your 20, well, not that. Let's just rock it up to 26. There you go. Except that put it too far away. That's weird. I don't know why it slid that far away, but that should be the way you make a mark point. Let's try that again with mark point. Pull it here and put it right there. Huh, it's not letting me even select off of it. That's interesting. I should be able to select through there. I can pull it. Now it's, there it goes. I put it down. Say, it should automatically cycle to the next one. There we go. Yeah, it cycled. So that's point number 28. and then we go back and cycle to 28, and now it still did it. I'm not sure why it's doing that. It's putting all my mark points way over there. That shouldn't be the case. Yeah, it keeps putting them all over there. Even though they're different, but it's going to the same spot. Okay, so yeah, something's wrong. It's bugged. That's not correct. The GPS is changing, but the mark is staying in the same spot, so that's not correct. But anyway, that is how you get a SPI onto the ground. Just make sure you're in visual. You should be able to use a mark point for dropping bombs using your helmet, but for some reason mine keeps putting them in one spot way the fuck out there when it shouldn't. But for Mavericks, it's the visual. For bombs, you got to have a SPI set already. Although, if you already have a SPI for your... that used to be the case. I don't know if I just have a bugged plane right now, but you used to be able to set your SPI on your helmet like this and then drop it wherever you want to drop it. So let's just say right there, and use that as your SPI for your Mavericks. And you should have been able to just switch to bombs and go to LAD, and it would keep the steering. It kept the same mark that time. Why did it not do that before? So you used to be able to switch to bombs and keep the same SPI as long as you were in LAD. So it did. That's interesting that it wasn't doing that. And you should be able to do it with a mark point too. And there's the original one. Huh, now it's starting to work. That is very weird. Alright, let's come out of here and go air to ground off, and let's see if we can just create a proper mark point. Alright, so we're out of everything, out of everything, out of everything. Alright, mark point. It's on 28. Grab the SPI. There's the SPI. Let's put a mark point right there in the middle of the yellow field. Once to put it down and one more to populate. There we go. So that should be a mark point now. Return. Okay, now we cycle up to that way. And there it is. It's there. Why was it not working a second ago? I'm confused. Okay, anyway, it's actually working. I don't know why it wasn't working 5 seconds ago. I guess when in doubt, if you're making mark points off your helmet and it's not showing up in your weapon screen properly, just go all the way out of weapons and make a mark point in nav mode only, and then cycle back into weapons using that waypoint. It should have done it anyway, but we're going to switch weapons and see if it holds that. It should hold it. It's just a standard mark point waypoint now. Let me make sure it cycles off and cycles back on. Okay, off. Yep, it's still there. We'll switch to a bomb and see if it holds it. It should. Air to ground. Bombs are selected. We should be able to go to CCRP and it should drop on that spot. Perfect. Yeah, it's working fine. I don't know what it was wigging out before. It's right where I put it. Select the targeting pod. Targeting pod's looking right on it. Laser is armed. there's nothing there to drop it on, but you get the idea. You can use mark points as well. I would just suggest make your mark points from navigation mode. Before you could do it in weapons mode, but it's acting really weird, so just do it in nav mode. But anyway, you got it? Oh, hold on, I'm getting a lot of spam requests on YouTube. Hold on, I gotta put my logo up for them. Oh, he can already see it on YouTube. The symbol's up in the top left corner. Read that. And thank you. Yeah, there will be no test. Yeah, but it's all just having your soy on the HUD and then using your TMS forward and back. And if it starts wigging out on you, just go backwards and start from scratch. Although I didn't have any problems until I started to use a mark point. I don't know why the mark point was acting funky. I think it was bugged just because the waypoint, I changed the actual coordinates, the GPS completely, and the waypoint still stayed where it was, so something was wigging out. The targeting pod was basically wigging out. The other thing I should have done because it was wigging out is the one other thing you can do when stuff wigs out like that, and for some reason your SPI system and your targeting pod are not syncing properly, like one of them's getting stuck when the other one's trying to change, which I should have gone through while that was happening. One of the main things you can do in a Viper that causes that is just go back to your menu, choose your targeting pod, and then hit your CV, and then back out of there. And that resets the targeting pod off everything, so then you can go back to setting your SPI wherever you want. See, even there, it actually put that one original point back up when I CV'd the targeting pod off. So for some reason that targeting pod was looking off 300 miles over there even when I switched the waypoints, which is why none of the other sensors were working. I don't know what causes that, if it was just a bugged aircraft or if that's actually an issue that the targeting pod could have in the Viper. I'm not sure, not that I know of. But it does happen on DCS. So when in doubt, CV the targeting pod and start over with your SPI setting or your mark. Oh, we got some missiles and bombs. Couldn't you actually set a SPI off of a dive toss? It probably has to be a waypoint, so it has to be a mark point. But I honestly thought you could actually pull it. Oh, you can! Son of a bitch. See, it's working now. I was gonna say, I know you could do it. So I put the bomb on dive toss, and that allows me to set the SPI for the dive toss. And I can hit backwards to bring it back, and backwards again. So, okay, now it's working. It always confuses me when shit stops working properly while I'm trying to explain it. So there you go. And once you have your SPI set, unless something starts wigging out again, grab it and I don't know, there's a tank there, yay, or whatever the hell that is over there, that building. You can drop it right there, and then you're not going to dive toss it. You can then switch to CCRP, and it should keep it. Yay, like that. So there you go. You use dive toss to use the symbology to get your SPI on the ground, and then you can switch it to CCRP and do your standard CCRP drop at that point. Also, you can aim it and laze it, because it's a drop, by turning your targeting pod, and your targeting pod should be looking right there like it is. So there you go. I do not know why it acted weird earlier. That's the way it should work. So Maverick's in visual. If you want to get a SPI down on the ground for bombs, you can go to dive toss and then pull the SPI off the HUD just like it was a Maverick, and then just switch the bomb delivery mode after you got your SPI set. Get your targeting pod there, the whole bit. Okay, anything else? What is that? That's a factory. Oh yeah, that's a factory. That's like a base. Where am I? Is that up north? Oh, that's this one way up here. Alright. CV, that resets everything.
Block.
Yeah, cut his wing off. Death from above.
Altitude.
Little sweet, sweet Vulcan.
And I ain't coming back.
Alright, has that got you all taken care of though, Trife? Or I mean, I guess for now. That wasn't the best lesson just because it wigged out on me. At least it started working at the end, so we could show you that it actually does work from the bomb menu as well. There is no back seat. This is a single seat Viper. Oh, that's got to be that hind. Yep, that's a hind. I like the C Block 50. I think I love the C Block 50. It is the Rolls Royce of Vipers. If I wanted another Viper, I'd want the N, but that was a single prototype, so that ain't gonna happen. Plus, it wouldn't be good for anything. It was stripped out. It was just a giant engine. All the systems were gone. It was just made to be fast and maneuverable for Red 4 testing. But it would be fun. It was the only Navy Viper, the only one, the F-16N. But they just had the one for weapons training school. I lost my data link on that hind. That's alright, I'm just farting around. What time is it? Midnight. Well, we don't have enough time to get into any trouble on the Cold War server. We'll have to wait till tomorrow to jump back in there. We'll get to working on capturing Basil more tomorrow night. Or I guess I should say later tonight. Don't worry, Galaxy. I'm almost done farting around in this thing right now. I'll eject for you before I move on. I just kind of want to shoot this hind with an AMRAM because why not? But my data link's not giving it to me. Oh, here we go.
Altitude.
Okay, we got him now. Okay, there we go. Single target track. We'll shoot him with an AMRAM. That's a big enough missile for him.
Cap flare. Cap flare.
Think he's gonna make it? Oh, he did not make it. Oh, they both hit him. Damn. That guy is pudding.
Altitude. 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 Altitude.
Yeah, that would be a no survivor crash. All right. Merry Christmas. All right, everybody. I believe I'm going to call it a night. We'll be back tonight to work on the North Pole Cold War more. Rook! Oh, Rook, you showed up at the worst time. What are you doing? I'm getting ready to call it. My old disabled ass is tired. That's alright, I'll get you guys rated over somewhere. Give me a moment. We'll find out who's flying. I'm freaking worn out. My foot and ankle are throbbing too. Modern North Pole? Nice. Yeah, we're working on the North Pole Cold War rotation, which is on Syria. Last night we finished capturing Cyprus. Tonight I tried to capture Basil al-Assad, but I was working by myself, so yeah, that ain't gonna happen. I almost had it cleared out, but there's just too much stuff being repaired and rebuilding while I'm trying to attack and capture. I can't get it done on my own. Can't do it. Yeah. I don't take direct control though. I don't like drive the tanks around. I just tell them what to do and where to go. Stuff like that. I don't manually take control of a single tank or anything. Although I have in the past. I've taken control of a couple of SAM units. It's a hell of a good. That's like the whole reason to get combined arms, though. It's not to have the ability to control a single tank. It's to be able to move units and logistics around and give them commands and tell them to go somewhere and do stuff. That's what it's worth to me, anyway. I know a lot of people do like driving around in a tank and doing stuff, but that doesn't really. That's not something I'm interested in. I'm more like, I want to drop off 2 squads of troops and send them over into this spot to guard there, you know? There's been many times on servers, even like pre-contact servers, I will grab a Huey or a hip full of Stinger troops and go drop them off in the field, you know, about 5 miles outside of an enemy flyover point outside their base, and just get a little help. That's what I use combined arms for. Oh, Rook 2FB is streaming. Let's raid Rook. Yeah, I didn't make WAGs. I was so pissed off. I had to be out of town that whole week. And he got into my Discord and told me about the WAGs thing and gave me an invite, like, I don't know, it was a little while before the thing was going to happen, but I'm like, dude, I can't be here. I'm not even going to be in town. So I was pretty, that sucked. Because I wanted to participate, but there's no way I could do it. I wanted to, but I couldn't do it. That's okay. You guys wouldn't want me there anyway. Y'all would have got blown up and shit. You'd have been all mad. Be like, oh, the old disabled pilot shot me down. That's not true. I probably would have got smoked by everybody. My pilot brain doesn't let me break the laws of reality as much as it could. No, I fly a bit of everything. I don't have a main. If I had a main, it was probably the A10. That's what brought me to the feast, was all my A10. I would say that's what I was most known for anyway for a while. I don't really think I'm known for anything anymore. I fly just so much of everything. Alright, I'm getting a raid set up. Maybe. Yep, I got the right one. Oh, A10's piece of cake. Mainly because it works. I love the Viper, but it's definitely got some bugs from time to time, as we showed tonight. Even when you know what you're doing, it'll still fight you every now and then. All right, everybody. I am rating Chris Callis Games. We've rated him before. He's flying right now. Looks like he's in a Hornet, and he's got a whole motion rig, I believe. So give him a lot of shit. Yeah, Chris has a really nice setup. He's got all that money. I've got all this talent. It's just the way the world works. All right, everybody. The raid's going through really soon. Thanks for hanging out. I'll be in the Discord like normal for a few more hours. And, of course, if you need to get a hold of me, get a hold of me in the Discord. It's the easiest way to do it. My disabled ass is always around. I will get back to you as soon as I can. All the VODs and all the other videos go up on the YouTube channel. And I will see everybody tonight.